Hi, this is Dr. Nishal, and in this video we're going to be talking about heart disease in general and a few natural ways to manage it with your diet, with supplements, and with Ayurvedic medicine. So, most of you might be aware of the benefits of certain supplements like coenzyme Q10, vitamin D3, vitamin K2, etc. But there are quite a few others that are very important for the heart and for heart health in general and for the overall circulatory system. So let's talk about a few of those. The first one I like to talk about is calcium, and as well as magnesium. Calcium is responsible for all the electrical activity within the heart, and magnesium is responsible for the whole neuromuscular connection and nerve conductivity in general. But within muscle fibers, see, the heart is a big muscle. It's made up of heart cardiac muscle. And within the muscle fibers itself, in order for a muscle contraction to take place, calcium plays a very important role. You see, there are filaments within the muscles known as actin and myosin. And so the brain sends a signal through the spinal column to the heart. Uh, it has to trigger the contraction, but before that can happen, calcium has to be secreted, and it bonds with one of these filaments in order for them to move smoothly against each other. If they don't move smoothly against each other, that's when you get an irregular heartbeat. So that's very important. Also, when you have a case of angina, which is basically heart cardiac pain, that is basically like a muscle cramp taking place within the heart. And the main thing you want to use for that would be magnesium. Magnesium is what prevents muscle cramps, as well as potassium. These are both very important. In addition to calcium and magnesium, zinc is extremely important. In fact, the entire movement of calcium within the heart is controlled with zinc. Zinc is responsible for that. And zinc is responsibility for the heart's ability to contract as well. So that's very important. Zinc is very important. In addition to this, copper. Now, most people think copper is bad for you. I don't know why a lot of patients always question me about this. A lot of clients here in the US, they question this as well, and people try to stay away from it. And the thing about copper is a copper deficiency is linked to several conditions, inflammatory conditions, anemia, issues with the structure of the heart itself, structural abnormalities, reduced ability of the heart to utilize energy, which is most people attribute to a deficiency in coenzyme Q10. Here's the thing, CoQ10 is only a small part of the equation. CoQ10 basically enhances the mitochondrial function, and that improves the cell's ability to produce what is known as ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is basically energy, the energy currency, and that's supposed to help the heart, right? But the thing is, in order for ATP to be formed, you still need the raw materials. Coenzyme Q10 is stimulating the production, but it's not the raw material. What is the raw material? For the most part, it's copper, and it's another thing known as NADH. That stands for Nicotine Adenine Dinucleotide, which is responsible for the formation of ATP. These are two things that are very important. More emphasis on copper, in my opinion. So by another issue with copper is also high blood pressure when copper is low. So this is a very important mineral for the heart, and it's something that you definitely want to get into your diet. In addition to this, antioxidants. That is, there's no way to emphasize this any more than you need it. It's basically in order for to prevent the swelling of plaques within the arteries, you need to prevent free radicals from causing inflammation. And the way in which we do that is by neutralizing free radicals with antioxidants. So you want to get something that's really strong, preferably not vitamin C. And the reason I say this is because there's some evidence out there that says vitamin C leaches on and takes out minerals from the body in order for it to be excreted, because vitamin C is hard to be released from the body. So we don't want to take that chance. I would recommend using something that is stronger than vitamin C, or at least something that's shown to be stronger, and that would be what is known as Arjunic acid and Arjunolic acid. These are both found in a medicinal plant, a supplement that you can get called Arjuna. This is used in Ayurvedic medicine, and here's the cool part. It contains calcium, magnesium, zinc, and copper in it, as well as these antioxidants. Now, here's the thing about Arjuna. It's clinically proven. There's been several studies done on it that show it helps with angina, improving ejection fraction, reducing the enlarged cardiac mass, high cholesterol. It's also good for the purpose of blood thinning overall, and it's used for reducing the hardening of arteries as well. And there's a lot of human research on this, and I will post as many of these studies as I can in the description of this video. So these are the things that you want to use, these specific minerals and this medicinal herb that is available in the supplement form. But here's the issue with Arjuna. There's a small problem with this. I know a lot of people who have been taking it. I get a lot of people coming to me, a lot of clients here in the US, patients that are international as well, who get in touch with me and tell me that they're taking Arjuna and that they're seeing no results. Here's the thing that they all have in common. They're all taking tiny doses. They're not taking the correct dose of Arjuna. Here's the thing. There's a very specific way to administer it. It's not just like any other medication or OTC medication that you can just pop a pill and everything's good. It doesn't necessarily work that way. There's a very specific way in which Arjuna has to be administered, and there's several ways in which it's done, and it's dependent on your condition. But what I will tell you for now is not to use the standardized extracts. You should use the whole herb supplements instead. This is just my opinion, and it's something that I've seen results with, because I only use the whole herb supplements with all of my clients and all of my patients. I don't use the standardized extracts anymore because they've proven to be quite disappointing. I don't get the same results, I don't get the desired results, and it's just a waste of money for the most part. However, there are supplements out there that have shown promise as well, that are extracts, different types of extracts. For example, the correct way or the safest way that you can use it yourself is to produce a aqueous extract. You can do this yourself. It's quite simple, quite a simple procedure. And an aqueous extract of Arjuna would be the safest way and the better way to use it, actually. So yeah, and Arjuna is an Ayurvedic medicine. So to find out the best ways to use Ayurvedic medicines, get in touch with an Ayurvedic doctor like myself. Yeah, this was my take on heart disease. If you'd like to get in touch with me, you can do so through my website, drnishal.com, doctornishal.com. And I do online consultations for people all over the world. I also run work at a clinic, and you can get all of that information on my website. I hope this information helped you, and I will see you in the next video.